Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I'm in downtown Chattanooga with Ron Durant, and his channel is called Photography Adventures.
Well, it's just @Ron.Durant if you want to find it. Photography Adventures is just my new logo.
Okay.
So it's, if you want to find my channel, it's @Ron.Durant.
Cool. And I've brought him to Chattanooga, talked him into coming out here, and I've walked him 2 or 3 miles so far. We've parked up on Main Street. We've made our way all the way to the river, and now we're back to the City Thread Alley. We've come up here. Of course, there was one person here a minute ago, and they've left, but now we've pretty well got the alley to ourselves again. You know.
We've walked 3.8 miles.
We've already got nearly 4 miles, he said.
And it's been 3 hours.
And 3 hours. Yeah, it's almost 12. That's right.
I burnt 2,200 calories.
I'm
going to go put them back on here in a minute.
We're about to go eat. But we've just been walking and talking, taking photos, just whatever, and just seeing what we could find. So I'm going to share some of those photos with you now, and you can see what you think of what I have found with my Nikon Zf. And today I'm running the 35mm f2.8 vintage Leica lens for my, it's an R mount lens, and I've got it adapted. They call it an L-Marit, I think. Yeah, L-Marit R, but it's just a 35 f2.8. And I like the lens. It has a beautiful look to it, so I'm using it today with my ZF. Ron's running the Z50 Mark II, and he started out with my 28mm on there. I got a 28mm AIS f2.8, and he started with it, but now he's went to his kit lens because he really likes the kit lens. And so we're going to get a few photos in the alley here, and then we're probably going to start making our way to some sort of eatery. Of course, I got video of Ron when I thought he was photographing the pickle barrel, but it turns out I think he was getting the Lupton building instead. So that's how it goes. But we've had a good walk today.
Yeah.
Kenny's is literally right on the other side of them trees right over there.
I already did this photograph.
Yeah. So now we're going by Warehouse Road. And the TVA building's behind it, behind the camera here. But we've had a good time. I've not really focused on videoing much because I just kind of wanted to do photography today. I may talk to the camera more when I go through the edits and I get home, which is probably what I'll do, truth be known. But most of the photos I took today were more cityscape, capturing the period of time photos. They weren't really so much about like street photography and capturing moments or whatever. So, you know, it's just kind of my style anyway. As usual, failed to film the outro on the field. Now I'm doing it in the studio. So, I was just going to tell you, let me grab it here. The Nikon Zf and this 35mm Leica lens make beautiful photos together. If you're into vintage lenses and you like that kind of interaction, the Zf makes a perfect camera for that job. I would so recommend it. You know, the fact that it has IBIS in the camera, that helps with motion blur from the camera shake. Yeah, that's something I want to bring up. There's 2 kinds of movement that you're trying to solve with your camera. Shutter speed will freeze the subject motion. The IBIS will help with the camera shake. So if you have the jitters from too much coffee, it'll help with that. If you have just, you know, you're moving around. So if you're shooting at slower shutter speeds, it will help with that. But it won't help with subject motion. So even though you can shoot at 1/30th or 1/15th of a second and the camera's pretty stable, unless you have a static subject, you're still going to get motion blur. Just don't forget that. Tip of the day. Anyway, me and Ron had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful lunch. Everything about all that was great. We had a great photo walk together. I hope y'all enjoyed what I've shared with you. And if you haven't done it yet, I'll have a video and Ron will have a video. And until next time, get your camera out and go take a picture with it. All right. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.